Hello, welcome to the Zero Ends channel. Please like and subscribe. Please enjoy our live.
Zero Ends. Welcome, guys, to a special edition here on the Zero Ends channel. I am Zero Ends, like always. Make sure if you're watching this or catch replay, make sure to like the stream. If you have questions or comment, leave a comment in the chat room or in the comment section at the end of every video. And always, for support or the usual support, subscribe to the channel. And make sure you hit the top notification bell for uploads and live streams here on the Zero Ends channel. The title: Can Elon Musk actually save America? The actual truth, the shocking truth. As you guys are aware, Elon Musk was in the Oval Office for months now, starting when Donald Trump took oath in the White House for the second term of January 19th or 20th, I believe, of 2025, early this year. And the work that Elon has done while the time he was in the office, if everybody recalls, is he's sitting there extracting, investigating what is these politicians doing with the money. Like, literally, what are they doing with our money, our taxpayer money, the money they get from the loans from the, I think, the banks, the IMF, or from the what do you call it? The Federal Reserve, that is not run and owned by us. For those that don't know, if you don't know, you got to look into some books on that. What is the money America gets every year from not only in-source but outsource? What are they doing with the money from year in, year out? Doge, which Elon Musk and his crew went and discovered that they're taking the money that they get from either from taxpayers or from other sources, and they're frivolously spending on bullshit, nonsense, some that does not really help the American public or people that need it in their own house for the last couple of decades. Some that was real from the Democrat side of things that was running the House, some run from the Republican side. At the end of the day, the money they take every year is not put back properly in regards to the American economy / the American people. And now, because Elon has discovered this now for months now, and he has served his time on the White House and now moving on to other things, he said out his mouth personally that this cannot be fixed because there's too many big heads that wants to continue with the status quo, continue with the system as is, and let's be honest, keep getting filthy rich off the backs of people, of the American people and other sources. But nonetheless, it is what it is. That's life. So what's the purpose of today's stream? We're gonna run some tape, some videos of what is some form of solution that Elon Musk could take to, I guess, help the little man in regards to the economic downturns and the economic maybe potential collapse of the United States. And I said maybe because we're not sure where America will be heading in the next 3 or 4 or even next decade, roughly. So now, no further ado, I'm gonna run one video. I have a few videos on the deck, and I'm gonna read you one article about this thing about this Neuralink and what is already being used for those that don't know. So let's watch on, and the first video I will play. Oh, another thing, he's also coming out with a cell phone that's gonna compete with the Apple. As you know, Apple right now, as it stands, has been stagnant. There's nothing really new, innovative from Apple. But Elon Musk, with his Tesla Corporation, are here now to solve solutions. So no further ado, we're going to start with the housing from his side, and we're going to roll back to the ones that is already developed in China and what he got his idea from his own house. So no further ado, let's play this tape. Enjoy, fair use, and thank you.
Elon Musk once lived in a tiny house and claimed it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Because of this, he once shared that he might launch a Tesla tiny house for just around $7,000. It sounds unbelievable, but this could be a plan to save Tesla or a strategic move behind Elon Musk's ambitions. Elon Musk has always focused on sustainable solutions, and he has stated that tiny houses will be the future of housing, as people will barely be able to afford land for construction due to skyrocketing costs. The fact that Elon Musk lived in a Tesla tiny house is hard for most people to believe. After all, with a massive fortune of nearly $300 billion at the time, he could buy any billion-dollar mansion or castle he wanted. But Elon Musk chose to live in a casita, and to be honest, that's pretty incredible because it lacks nothing that a conventional home would have. In fact, it's even better when you see what's inside. So, what would a $7,000 Tesla tiny house look like? Why is Elon Musk investing in it? Welcome to Tesla Car World. You may have heard many stories about Elon Musk's Tesla home, but most of them are exaggerated or filled with misinformation. So, what's the truth? The tiny house Musk owns is actually less than 400 square feet and is located in Starbase, Texas. He purchased it in 2021. What's special about it is that it was built by Boxable, a company specializing in advanced prefab homes, and the entire installation process took just 1 hour. This house was one of the company's first 3 prototypes, and since Musk started using it, Boxable has received nearly 200,000 orders.
Now, I'm going to pause right here for a second. And what you see now is a slight innovation of solving the bigger problems and make it more compact to more smaller. Well, let's say this. He's solving the biggest problem right now is housing. And if I do a little digging research, which I'll do in a second, housing is going to be a problem now in the United States. Because as y'all know, the baby boomers were able to flourish during the housing boom or crisis during the time when they were born around 1945 up to 1964. That roughly makes the last baby boomer turn 71 this year. To the oldest baby boomer that's now turned 80. They have reaped the benefits of this housing market. And now what we find now, even to Gen Xers, depending on what age you were as a Gen X, you might have benefit at the housing. But anybody that's a millennial down to a Gen Z and millennial or millennial Y or Z, the next one is coming up, will not benefit with the house market in today's time, because housing right now, I think in America is upwards to 400,000 for a house or $1 million. I gotta double check, but nonetheless, these are things that he's taking now steps to solve these bigger issues about housing, which is now the biggest issue for America is move forward. I'm gonna let it play on, and I'm gonna look at the specs information to give y'all. Let's go.
Potentially generating nearly $2 billion in revenue. Clearly, the unintended endorsement from Elon Musk has turned Boxable into a phenomenon. Without him, we might never have even heard of the name. But let's get back to Musk's casita, what truly sets it apart. The entire structure of this house is fully manufactured in a factory, including the walls, ceiling, and basic interior, before being transported to the site and assembled. And here's the surprising part. Elon Musk bought this tiny house for just $40,000. At first glance, we also thought casita was just a typical prefab home with plain drywall walls. But, after digging deeper, we had to change our minds. Could this be the future of housing? How could it be built for just $7,000 and even around $500 for installation cost when Elon Musk invested in it? If you think Elon Musk's casita is just a simple prefab house, you're mistaken. There are no flimsy drywall walls or fragile materials. Casita is built with advanced technology and ultra-durable materials, including steel, concrete, insulated foam, and multi-layered panels. These components are compressed under 250,000 pounds of pressure, creating a solid structure ready to withstand hurricanes, floods, and snow, harsh weather conditions that even many traditional homes struggle with. If it's good enough for Elon Musk, then it's certainly no ordinary house, as Musk always focuses on long-lasting and sustainable products. Small, but limitless. That's the philosophy of Casita. Thanks to its high mobility, this house can be transported anywhere with just a flatbed truck. When in transit, Casita folds down to 5.8 meters by 2.6 meters by 3.8 meters, optimizing space and reducing costs. Weighing 5,900 kilograms, the entire installation process takes only about an hour, so fast that you could order it in the morning and move in by the afternoon. And the most incredible part? For just $40,000, you get nearly 400 square feet of living space, featuring 4 separate rooms and a ceiling height of 9 feet 6 inches. Not only that, but Boxable's smart design allows multiple casitas to be connected and stacked, creating larger homes or even 2- or 3-story buildings. You might think that when Elon Musk and Tesla launched a $7,000 tiny house, it would be significantly smaller than the $40,000 tiny house Musk once owned. But we see things differently. Instead of reducing space, we believe the Tesla tiny house should be minimalist on the inside, optimized in design, leveraging smart technology, and enhancing the living experience without sacrificing square footage. So, what's inside Elon Musk's casita? Let's first talk about Musk's $40,000 home to get a clearer comparison with a $7,000 house.
Now, mind you, this is a man that is worth, I think, $200 billion right now, network wise. So, the way how Eli moves, he very moves small. He doesn't really live lavish. Well, he does show lavish stuff, but he doesn't live like a typical man that's wealthy and rocks it. Allegedly, of course. He's more a person that likes to keep a low profile, which every man today, if you're especially a non-black man or a non-white man, you should not be showing off your wealth per se. You should live comfortably. You should keep your appearance modest and act as though that you don't got money. Or if you have money, you don't have so much money. You're supposed to keep like a low profile once you start making over 6 figures, roughly. And the reason why I say is because most people in America that are doing well, you don't see it because they're not sharing it or walking with it roughly on the outside appearance. So you want to keep a low profile if you can. If you're going to be in the direction or in the process of becoming rich or well-do off, or even go as far as the stage of trying to be wealthy. Keep a low profile, things will go well for you. Let's continue with the videotape.
You might assume that a 400 square foot tiny home would feel cramped, but Musk's casita is designed with incredible efficiency, maximizing every inch of space. And the most surprising part? It doesn't feel small at all. It's actually incredibly comfortable and convenient. The living room is the largest area in the casita, and it's no coincidence that Musk prioritizes this space. As the mastermind behind Tesla and SpaceX, he has transformed this area into a mobile office, allowing him to oversee work seamlessly from home. Behind the living room, there's a large bed strategically placed with a partial dividing wall, not only separating the sleeping space but also incorporating built-in storage to optimize the area. But here's the real surprise. Musk's casita actually has 3 bedrooms. Originally, there were only 2, but he converted the garage into a 3rd bedroom. In various videos showcasing the casita, we've noticed that Musk uses smart folding beds that can be pulled down for sleeping and tucked away when not in use, an ingenious way to maximize space. Wondering if this tiny home has a functional kitchen? At first, we also thought it would be impossible due to space constraints, especially since a kitchen requires a complex setup. However, we were genuinely amazed to learn that Musk's home is fully equipped with everything a kitchen needs, including a sink, refrigerator, dishwasher, oven, and storage cabinets, all arranged in a compact yet highly efficient manner. Thanks to its intelligent design, this space is even more practical than many small apartments. Additionally, a small dining table is integrated with the kitchen counter, saving space while maintaining convenience. Naturally, the casita also features an exhaust system to keep the air fresh and clean. At first, we doubted whether the casa could fit a standard bathroom, but once again, we were wrong. A sink, mirror, toilet, and a spacious shower cabin all are included. Notably, the sliding door not only saves space, but also adds a modern, sophisticated touch to the area. Every inch of the casita is optimized, creating a cozy and comfortable atmosphere without feeling cramped. If Elon Musk's $40,000 tiny house is nearly fully equipped with smart design and modern amenities, what can we expect from a house priced at just $7,000? Despite the significantly lower cost, a well-designed tiny home can still meet all basic living needs by maximizing space efficiency. The key factor remains the optimal arrangement of furniture and interior design. The living area would be combined with the sleeping space, meaning a foldable bed that transforms into a sofa during the day and expands into a bed at night. This dual-purpose setup helps save space while maintaining functionality. As for the kitchen, due to budget and space constraints, this home would feature only the essentials: a small electric stove, a sink, and a mini fridge. Unlike Elon Musk's casita, which includes an oven and dishwasher, the $7,000 home might only have a portable induction cooktop and a few wall-mount shelves for storage. A foldable dining table or a wall-integrated option would provide a dining space when needed while saving room when not in use. The bathroom in this home would be simple, including a toilet, a small sink, and a shower. To keep costs low, the shower area might have a curtain instead of a modern glass enclosure or cabin. However, with smart layout choices, it can still offer a comfortable and functional experience. Given the limited space, smart storage solutions like wall-mounted shelves, built-in cabinets, and underbed storage would be crucial. Drawers under seating, foldable shelves, and multi-purpose furniture would maximize usability without cluttering the space. To enhance natural lighting and ventilation, large windows would be incorporated, making the space feel more open and airy. While it might lack an advanced ventilation system like Musk's Casta, simple exhaust fans or large windows could still ensure fresh airflow. Although it wouldn't match the luxury and amenities of a $40,000 tiny home, a well-designed $7,000 tiny house could still provide a comfortable and efficient living space. By embracing smart interior arrangements and maximizing available resources, this affordable home could serve as a cost-effective, minimalist, and sustainable housing option. If launched, Elon Musk's $7,000 tiny house wouldn't just be a tiny home, it would be a symbol of energy efficiency. The entire interior could be equipped with energy-saving LED lighting and smart devices.
Now, mind you, this house is supposed to be roughly 7K. 7K now. Now, as I was letting this play, I found the average of a house, which I was right on the mark. I say it was about 400K for a house. So let's look at the numbers, shall we, guys? I'm gonna read it to y'all. As it shows, as of 2025, the average price of a house in the United States is about $410,000. This figure represents the median sale price for existing homes and can be higher or lower depending on the region of or housing types. Now, the interesting thing about all this, when I say about the generations who had it easier owning a home, wait, what's this? Hold on a second, guys. Something just happened. All right. I had an update. Oh, that was interesting. All right. Baby boomers born, like I said, from 1945 up to 1964. And I'm reading from what is shown here, and the data is a little off a little bit. And the reason why I say it's off, because I had a book that breaks down the generations. And this is why people got to be very careful if you born this year that you don't fall sometimes between this generation or next. You got to keep in mind that each generation, on the average, if we look at the way it's structured, it's supposed to be a 20-year, 90-year stint. Meaning each generation that born in this particular year should last either 19 to roughly 15 years. That's how it goes. 19 to 15 years, roughly. Now, the ones that's coming now and around this time, since the last generation from Generation Z, it should be around 20 years or 19 years, roughly. But let me read to y'all. Baby boomers, like I said, 1945 to 1964. Whereas this generation has benefited the most from housing. Many bought homes decades ago when prices were far lower and their property value was risen significantly. Boomers had the highest rate of home ownership, home equity, and wealth tied to real estate. That's during that time. Generation X, born 1965 to roughly 1978 or 79. Which really they said 1980, but it's really 1978. So that's a little shorter than the average. Generation X also holds substantial home equity, especially those who purchased homes during the 1990s and early 2000s, before majority spikes in pricing. Millennials now are between either 19 1979, not 1981, but we'll go there. We're going to say it's really 1980, roughly. So to 1995. That's a period of 15 years. While millennials are now the large cohorts of home buyers then face higher prices, increased mortgages rates, and tighter inventory, many millennials benefit from rising home value if they bought before price surge, but most still have lower rates of home ownership and inequality compared to older generation at the same age. And last, Generation Z, born roughly in 1995 upwards to 2000, and we could say 2013 or 15, but we'll say 2013. Most Generation Z's adults are just starting to enter the home buying market, usually with more financial barriers. And like I said, the average $410,200 was the average, but baby boomers benefit the most. And we said baby boomers benefit really the most out of the housing markets. And we know the average wage right now, typically from 2025, medium wage, if they could start putting down payments to maybe potential home own. Right now is white people, non-Hispanics. Their annual range, and this I don't think it's go by male or female, but let's say the males, because this is like going by the medium, is 60K right now for non-black people, mostly whites. And median household income is 65 to roughly 86,000, which is combined wealth, combined with mother and father if they're married. Blacks right now is 45K, 45 to 60K combined. Hispanics are 40,000, 50 to 54,000, if give or take. Asian people are now at 70K and roughly 100K of national fair housing. And all races combined is 53,000 and 10 individual, 77,000 average if you're together. Right now, the medium home price is this, that, blah, blah, blah. And for the Ford medium home, about 126,000, assume 20% down payment is 30-year mortgage, typically interest rate, property tax, etc. And we're going down more and more and more. And it says here, can most people today at the wages as it stands afford a home? Answer from the racial ethnicity. Whites right now, because they make a medium roughly up 60K. Most no, unless dual income. So if you're not married or part up, you're not going to own a house. So no. Blacks, 45K and maybe a little bit more, 45 to 50K, wherever they said which one has it. No. Hispanics, no. 40,000. Asians sometimes, but with dual income spouses. So they are the only ones that has the potential to own a house. Asian people. You hear this first, guys. No other country is covering this. And that's it. I'm gonna let the videotape play for itself. So the verdict's in. If you're an Asian man or woman and you're working together, you have the highest potential to own a house in America. Hands down. All right, I'm gonna let the tape continue. Let's keep going. And hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Fair use.
Significantly reducing living expenses. Most importantly, Musk could achieve this ultra-affordable price by leveraging Tesla's available resources, specifically its renewable energy technology. First, Tesla can play a crucial role in providing energy for a tiny house. The Tesla Powerwall system, a type of energy storage battery, can be optimized into a more compact version to help the house operate independently without needing to connect to the electrical grid. Additionally, Tesla's solar roof can be integrated to generate clean electricity, making the tiny house completely energy self-sufficient, ideal for remote areas or those who prefer a minimalist, nature-friendly lifestyle. Moreover, construction materials can be sourced from both Tesla and SpaceX. The 30X stainless steel, the material used to build the Cybertruck, could be a perfect choice for the tiny house's frame and exterior due to its high durability, corrosion resistance, and strength. Insulation technology from the Dragon spacecraft could also be applied to help maintain a stable indoor temperature, reducing energy consumption for heating or cooling. Additionally, the Boring Company could provide low-cost building materials. The company has experimented with recycling rubble from tunnel excavation to produce construction bricks, which can be used for house foundations or weather-resistant walls. With this technology, tiny houses could become more durable without significantly increasing costs. Meanwhile, Tesla Gigafactory's production process could help reduce costs substantially by implementing automation and mass production. Using Optimus robots for cutting, welding, and assembly would accelerate production speed and optimize expenses, making tiny houses more accessible to a wider audience. From a technology perspective, tiny houses could be equipped with high-speed internet from Starlink, allowing users to stay connected anywhere. Additionally, smart systems like water recycling and air filtration from SpaceX could be miniaturized to turn tiny houses into self-sustaining living spaces. If there's one thing Elon Musk does better than anyone else, it's breaking norms. From owning luxurious mansions, Musk made a surprising decision in 2020 to sell nearly all of his assets, including all his private homes. The reason? He wanted to embrace minimalism and live in a small house close to his workplace. This is a bold change. While most people pay between $1,700 and $2,200 per month for rent, or even more in major cities like New York, San Francisco, or Los Angeles, Musk chose to own a tiny house at an unbelievably low price, far less than a year's rent in these expensive urban areas. So, why is the tiny house trend growing? Boxable isn't just building houses, it's redefining the construction industry with a completely new approach. The foldable design allows the casita to be easily transported on highways, eliminating cost and legal barriers associated with relocating homes. This enables mass production in a factory, followed by quick and cost-efficient delivery anywhere. And Boxable's ambitions don't stop there. The company aims to create a housing production process similar to an automotive assembly line. Boxable claims it could potentially manufacture one house per minute. The fact that Musk's casita can be fully set up in just an hour has sparked curiosity. After all, it's easier to see why Elon Musk chose to live in a tiny house. As mentioned, he needed a temporary, convenient living space close to his company. However, Musk's involvement could go beyond just living in one. He might invest in this project and even create Tesla tiny houses priced at just $7,000, with installation costs as low as $566. A Tesla Boxable collaboration is entirely possible. Musk once provided free promotion for Boxable, helping the company gain widespread recognition. He may have seen that Boxable's mission aligns closely with his own. If Tesla is revolutionizing transportation with sustainable electric vehicles, then Boxable is aiming to create energy-efficient, low-cost homes that can be built much faster than traditional methods. With his strong commitment to fighting climate change, Musk has every reason to support this model. But the most intriguing reason for Musk's investment in tiny houses is his own ambition. Have you ever wondered if he bought this tiny house as an experiment for something much bigger, perhaps for building homes on another planet? Musk has never abandoned his dream of colonizing Mars. As long as SpaceX exists, this mission will continue. And to make that dream a reality, humans or even Tesla Optimus robots will need to construct homes on Mars, homes that are nothing like the ones we have on Earth. On the red planet, everything must be designed to maximize energy efficiency, minimize material usage, and accelerate assembly speed. This process would resemble an advanced production line, utilizing cutting-edge technology to establish settlements quickly and efficiently. It requires lightweight materials that are easy to transport and install, similar to Boxable's design principles. So, it's entirely possible that Musk is using this house as a prototype for his long-term vision. Transporting a tiny house to Mars wouldn't be the real challenge. The only question is when SpaceX will succeed with Starship. On a harsh planet like Mars, the sustainability of modular housing is also a crucial factor. More than anyone, Musk understands that the future of humanity depends on optimizing resources. The casita house he chose is made from eco-friendly materials, aligning perfectly with his philosophy of sustainable development. Ultimately, this tiny house is a clear reflection of Elon Musk's minimalist lifestyle. Despite his immense wealth, he doesn't indulge in luxury yachts or extravagant mansions. Instead, he dedicates his resources to projects with cosmic significance. His minimalist philosophy, focusing on core values, is fully embodied in this housing choice. And who knows, this might not just be Musk's home on Earth, but also a model for the future of humanity on Mars. With a total cost of just around $7,566,
So what it says so far in this video, this would probably be the ultimate goal, to create some sustainability if most people stay on the earth or they're able to recolonize another planet. These small houses are supposed to be the future of home ownership and the future of most Americans that they're going to probably invest their money in now. Because what's going to happen is, if these are on the market now or they're going to be in production very soon, I'll give it till 2026 at best. This is going to regulate and reshape the housing market here in America, which needs to, because the average house right now is $400,000, which is out the range for most Americans, unfortunately. So yeah. All right, let's wrap this video up.
Elon Musk's tiny house could open up homeownership opportunities for millions of people, especially low-income individuals, students, or those looking to avoid large mortgage debts. As real estate prices continue to soar, an ultra-affordable housing model could disrupt the market, offering more options for those who don't want to be tied down by long-term loans. If this model succeeds, it could shake up the traditional real estate system, where home prices are inflated by speculation and high construction costs. A wave of sustainable, low-cost housing communities could emerge, potentially creating Musk-style living spaces where people are no longer dependent on big cities for a good quality of life. In an increasingly competitive EV market, Tesla's expansion into affordable tiny houses could be a game-changing strategy, allowing the company to not only maintain its leadership, but also tap into an entirely new industry. Tesla already possesses the technology, manufacturing capabilities, and materials to build a tiny house for just $7,000, something very few companies can achieve. First, Tesla could integrate its Powerwall battery and solar roof system, enabling these tiny homes to be completely self-sufficient in energy, eliminating electricity costs and giving users the freedom to live anywhere. Additionally, the company could utilize the same stainless steel used in the Cybertruck, making tiny houses more weather-resistant without increasing production costs. Moreover, Tesla's advantage lies in its gigafactories, where large-scale automated production can significantly lower costs, something competitors would struggle to match. Beyond that, integrating Starlink into tiny houses would create a living space with high-speed internet connectivity, making this model perfect for digital nomads or remote workers. This is especially crucial in the post-COVID era, where remote work has become a mainstream trend. If Tesla successfully commercializes affordable tiny houses, it would not only lead the smart, sustainable housing market, but also build a complete ecosystem where Tesla EVs seamlessly integrate with tiny houses as modern mobile homes. This would give Tesla a significant edge, not just in the EV industry, but also in the housing and clean energy markets. While other EV companies struggle with profitability and production costs, Tesla could pioneer a multi-billion-dollar business that helps it maintain its dominance for years to come.
That's the end of that video here. That's just a glimpse of what Tesla has in store in regards to solving the housing crisis here in the West. This is one video. And right now, some people said the ideal Tesla or Elon got from the Asian people, the Asian man, or especially the Chinese. And here's a video to prove it. And when you watch this video, guys, you notice a little trend here. If you're a big anime fan, watch closely and leave your thoughts in the comment section or the chat room. Let's go.
In today's video, own a home for just $20,000. I give you the Space Capsule Home, assembled in just 2 days. Forget renting. Welcome to Modular.
Do you guys recall from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball GT to Dragon Ball, Thea or something? The capsule core was one of the many inventions of that time. And one of the things that you would notice and pay attention closely of Bulma with her device, with her capsule, was the creation of the small house. A very small house. By the push of the button. So when you see the word house capsules, that's what the concept came from, in my opinion. We'll let the video play more. let's continue.
Modular housing made in China. Let's step inside one of the world's largest space capsule and modular homes assembly plants. This is the tour you don't want to miss.
We're going to call this the Apple House. Kind of reminds me a little bit of going to IKEA or Lego at the same moment. This has a 15-year warranty on it. Do we know how much something like this would cost?
$1,000.
This puts a motorhome to shame, actually. I have to tell you, it's quite relaxing. Truly an extraordinary way to own a home in today's world. It is possible. Can you believe a house can be built in just 2 days without using one single brick? Come and see for yourself. It's comfort and warmth, making you feel at home. Modular building materials meet international standards and incorporate new construction techniques to ensure durability and safety. Today, we're going to give you an inside look into the factory. So now we're looking at the finished product here, and it takes a few pieces to put this together. Kind of reminds me a little bit of going to IKEA or Lego at the same moment. Now, it's true. You get to assemble this thing with 3 or 4 of your friends together, and I'm told it can be done quite fast. But look at how beautiful it is. You can see all the pieces that are just locked in there. And we're going to come into this. Wow. And you could just feel the build quality right away, even from the door. And again, I can just have a look at the panel here and the glass here. And as soon as you come in, all the noise from outside has disappeared. You see the beautiful glass. Let's have a look here, the curtains here. This is a final product. The window openings, just like something that you would see in a very high quality or a luxury.
And I say it's people from China, they don't play when it comes to technology. They're very innovative when they make quality brands and quality products, as you can tell from the visuals here. So look closely to detail, guys. Various.
Condominium here, and it's quite spacious. The floor here looks like a laminate floor, very nice texture. You can see here the ceiling here, beautiful lighting as well. And I guess the person that's either purchased this also has a projector as well. But you can hear even the outside elements have been canceled out. We have an air conditioning or a ventilation duct that has already been built in. And let's have a look at the bathroom as well. Again, a full size shower, toilet, and water basin. And of course, waterproof as well. And we can see here the gauges as well for the heat, electricity, airflow, air conditioning. And again, we have even, as I can see on this side here, proper air ventilation. And as we come deeper in to this modular home, the noise just goes right down here. These are quite strong built, and you can feel the metal frames and the durability of this product here. So this is how strong the roof of this place is here. I'm told that 10 people could jump up and down on this. This just shows the durability of the roof here. And it might also be possible to build a nice little upstairs terrace. Keep that in mind. So I'm here with Thomas, and he's in the marketing division of this company, right?
Yes.
Now, Thomas, do we know how much something like this would cost?
$45,000.
$45,000. And how big is the size of this?
This is 11.3 long.
Okay.
It's 39 square meter.
39 square meters.
So
Wow. How long would it take me to build it?
4 days, 2 people can finish.
And
Yes.
I'm hearing when we walk through here that this has a 15-year warranty on it.
Yeah. It's price.
You're very confident. Now, as we're in the back of this unit here, we're seeing the air refresh system, and I want to show you guys something here. Now, you're probably wondering, once you import these to your country, you got to look down below here, and you'll see that's standardized so that it will allow you to either drop these directly on concrete, and it's easier for delivery. Instead of having it top loading, they can go underneath and bottom loading. Now, this is a bending machine that has been brought here from Japan. Not cheap. $50,000 investment here for the company. And it helps to bend, to make these roofs more concave. And this machine, you can see different tooling is being used. Just some of them on the ground there. But it's a very expensive machine and something that is needed to make these homes. So another big piece of machinery here is the laser cutting machine here. And you have to understand that these houses have to be exact, because when they go out, they gotta go into a container and be shipped to places around the world. It's not so easy to maintain maintenance. All right, so that's the cutting machine, the laser machine, and we're gonna continue on. Now, there are many types of houses being built here. Modular style houses, capsule homes, and new designs.
Look at the beauty of all these houses. This is a work of art. And it took machinery, I think a 3D machine, I think, took to build these houses. And it took less time than if you had handmade, regular human hands, a crowd of people build a house. I think they could build it with automation and I think with robotics and stuff in less time. I forgot what was a timetable for them to build something like this, but maybe they'll explain more in this video. Let's watch more.
I was told earlier that they have a workforce of about 200 people here, assembling all parts and all designs. You can see here, this is another house that is being built. I see about 3 or 4 workers in there. They're working on different components. They're sealing some of the glass here. Some of them are working on the piping for the air conditioning. So this is very interesting. You can see here.
I'll scratch that. They still have people, human beings, still build certain parts into the house. So I had to make a correction. Let's go.
Some of these sheets of glass have already come here. And they're going to take us through a little bit later here on the newer styles of home here. You have to understand that these products need to be shipped somewhere. Where are they going? Are they going to America? Are they going to Australia? Well, a 40-foot container can cost one thing, or a house that is shipped on the outside of the container can be something else. Well, here is another interesting concept. We're going to call this the Apple House. Now, I can envision someone buying this for a cafe, or someone buying this for maybe a small library, or even a mobile office somewhere in the world. We see other different types. These are the capsule houses here. And of course, this one has a balcony out front. Imagine sitting in that, overlooking a beautiful view of the sea or ocean or even a lake. And again, we have other different designs here. This is a smaller product here as well. And you can see they have a balcony that's come with it. I think it's okay if I can just hop up on this balcony here and have a look inside. This would be a great concept for somebody that might want to run a small little cafe or a small little restaurant. Just like that, it can be assembled and shipped to your country. Now, there's a couple of things that we need to keep in mind when you are doing construction in your country. It's going to cost you for labor, for certification, for raw materials. This costs tens of thousands of dollars. Or you just come and you order one of these products here. You design to your specifications and even colors as well. We're seeing all different types of colors. We have a color of yellow behind us here.
Okay, so there's difference between the Chinese building of the little pod house to the Elon Musk house. Which one would be the more reasonable thing to buy in America? Leave your thoughts in the comment for this one if you made this far to this part of the video. Let's go.
This is an interesting unit that I could see something like this somewhere in the city center, maybe being used as a cafe or selling some pizza. All right, let's check out this capsule home here. Wow, welcome to the future. Did I land on Mars? Ooh, this looks pretty nice inside. Oh, and nice and cool as well. Look at the paneling in here. It's beautiful. Curtains and a sky roof as well with a nice little chair, I have to tell you. It's quite relaxing. I can get right into this. And a beautiful bed to boot. This is a really nice unit. Just imagine waking up in the morning overlooking a mountain or a ski resort. And a fully equipped bathroom here with all the knickknacks, built-in fans, air conditioning, water heater for the shower, full toilet facility. This puts a motorhome to shame, actually. And in the back here, we have a nice little seating area. You can pop a nice little TV in there and just sit back and enjoy some wine here on the sofa. What a fantastic unit. Well, that's the capsule home. So we've seen the Apple home, we've seen the capsule home, and we have seen the modular home. Truly an extraordinary way to own a home in today's world.
Wow, those space capsules are very interesting. But now I want to shift our focus to the investing portion of today's video and share with you how geopolitics can influence the future of specific industries. The sponsor of today's video is Mustang Energy, symbol MECPF. Now, because one thing we have learned with the new administration, they are not afraid to make drastic changes. And one of the United States' biggest changes in policies came during the very first day when an executive order was signed to unleash the future of America's energy. If the administration is focusing on energy independence and on nuclear energy, this might prompt other countries to pursue similar policies within their own borders, especially if they are blessed with rich deposits. One of those regions is Saskatchewan, Canada, where one of the world's most promising uranium jurisdictions, the Athabasca Basin, resides. Canada has recently reinforced its commitment to nuclear energy by encompassing new policy endorsements, strategic investments, and technological advancements in the uranium sector. That's why we are talking about today's video and its sponsor, Mustang Energy, trades under the symbol MECPF and is focused on Canada's promising Athabasca Basin. Let's break down the opportunity here and tell you more about today's sponsor. Simply put, nuclear energy is experiencing a notable resurgence. AI data centers and electric vehicles are driving up electricity demand while tech giants are increasingly turning to nuclear energy. Now, let's focus on Mustang Energy, which owns numerous projects in the Athabasca Basin and is planning on drilling in the months ahead. Its key projects are the following. Now, here we are, Ford Lake, close to a major uranium deposit like Cameco's Millennium and Denison's Geofan and Phoenix deposits. Cigar Lake East and Rough.
This is just the short details of things, what the bill has been put in regards to reducing costs and energy efficiency. The good stuff. It might be boring, but it's the good stuff, so just bear with it.
Rider South, located near Cigar Lake Mine, one of the world's highest grade uranium mines. Now we're going to move on to other things like the Yellowstone and the Yellowstone East. This is important because it's close to the Cluff Lake mine, which produced over 62 million pounds of uranium. Also, it's located just south of the Fission uranium project that was acquired by Paladin Energy for $789 million in December of 2024. The significance of Mustang's energy potential lies in the location of these projects. Mustang Energy is a pure play uranium exploration company focused on Canada's Athabasca Basin, which is home to one of the world's largest and highest grade uranium mines. Mustang Energy owns multiple projects strategically located near these uranium giants. Mustang Energy has partnered and working with industry leaders such as Axiom Exploration and Red Cloud Securities and Sky Harbor Resources. One of my points I often make in my videos is that we study geopolitics because it influences the future of our markets. If you're interested in learning more about uranium and Mustang Energy, I'm going to include links to their investor presentation and website down below. As always, please do your own due diligence and market research before making any investments. Thank you all for your continued support. Now, back to the video.
So let's have a look at these wheels here. You see here, it's connected again to the base frame. So if you have to move the, this modular around maybe, or this capsule around your property, you just attach these on here and just tow it around here. So quite easy to move around as well. So we were in the Y7 Yining, and now we're in the Yingchang, and ooh, a little bit more classier in this one. You can see the flooring here is very luxe, and even the wallpaper. This is the type of unit I would like. I love this unit, and the wall is very, very nice here. There's something different about this unit here that I like a little bit more. I think it's the paneling. You can hear it cuts out all the noise from outside here. Beautiful display panel with all the electronics. And then, of course, the coloring inside of the bathroom. All assembly components are manufactured directly in the factory for quick installation on site. This allows you to own a beautiful modular home in 2 or 3 days, saving you from the hassle of traditional renovations and allowing you to move into your home faster. The modular building is a cost saving also for shipping. No heavy machinery needed for lifting or unloading. Only need 4 people to pretty much unload this and assemble this with an Allen wrench in just 2 days. The modular building can be upsized as well, from studios to 1 bedrooms to 2 bedrooms because of their standardized components. It uses structural waterproofing technology, making it durable and excellent for exterior sealants and eliminating worries about leaks. The Yineng modular home technology is amazing. They come with a 15-year warranty and have a lifespan of over 30 years. Well, these homes are the latest innovative technologies and developed also abroad to enhance the fire retardant insulation for roofs, walls, floors, as well as environmentally eco-friendly. Well, I have to tell you, it's been quite an eye-opener here today. And something I truly find interesting here is you can still be a homeowner in today's world, and this is the way to do it.
That was good. That was excellent. 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 Hope you guys getting something from this so far. And let me see. And remove that. If you guys want to come up, make sure to let me know in the chat room your thoughts and opinion of maybe looking into getting these type of housing, these smart houses. Look forward to hearing from y'all. Now, before I play the final video, and this video is important, it's dealing with the cell phone. One thing that was been leaked recently was these smart houses. No, sorry, the Neuralink, my fault. And one thing that's not been talked about, because this was something that was discussed a year ago, I believe, about implant people's brains with the special Neuralink chips in the, I guess, cranium or inside the brain itself. Well, it looks to me some person has gotten that bad boy in their head. So no further ado, I'm going to pull up the article. Let me see if I can find the article, because there are many articles. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, damn. I got to find it. Do I have it? All right. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Let me see if I could copy this and paste this. I'm going to put it here. And there are many other articles, but this one right here is from the Fortune. What the fuck? Hold on, guys. Let me do this. Okay. So now I'm going to share this. And before I share this, let me see if I can find another article Could it might be two different articles that's talking about this. Let's look. What is this one? Let me scroll down. All right. Nope. Actually, no, this is the one. Yep. Okay. There's NBC. Now I want to look at some. Yeah. There's key articles. All right, we're just gonna read this one right here because they said something that was already talked about back in 2024 of last year. So I'm going to present the one that's right here now, and I'm gonna check the date on this. Yeah, this is like 2 weeks ago. So this is the recent news. So I'm gonna cover only what's recent, so that we were up to date. So let me share this, and let me put the call link for those that want to come up. I doubt people want to call up, but the call links. All right. There's calling. All right, let's look at this article right now. Share screen. Let's see. Where is this? Is this the right one? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find the right one. What the hell is this? Let me find this article. What the hell? The hell's going on here, guys? Hold on. Man, this is some bull. I cannot find it, man. Ugh. Yeah, this is recent. All right, I'll read it to y'all because they said this is recent. I thought this was the wrong one. All right, let's go to it, and let me put this up. Sorry, I don't know what it says here. The first person to get a Neuralink chip in his brain said he met Elon Musk on the day of his surgery. He's a cool dude. This is a story by Dave Smith. Attending a Fortune Brainstorm Tech conference last week, witnessed a demonstration of both technology, innovation, and human resilience when Nola Arbrook, and is there a picture of this dude? Let's look. Oh, yes, there is a picture of this dude. Nope. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. Nope. But I'll present this here because this is just an old image, but we'll present here for eye candy purposes. Not the actual article, but you know, who's keeping track nowadays? There you go, guys. And don't mind these stupid commercials. Get rid of that. Close that. All right. So it says here, the first human recipient of the Neuralink brain-computer interface (BCI) chip played chess using only his thoughts. Arbrook also shared candid insight into his pioneer journey, including his memorable first encounter with Neuralink co-founder and the world's richest man, Elon Musk. Arbrook's journey began with a driving accident at a summer camp in 2016, which left the former Texas A&M student paralyzed from the shoulder down and largely dependent on his family. For years, Arbrook live what he described as a severely limited existence. I would stay up all hours of the night just to sleep in, however, wake up, however, and I want to because I didn't really have anything planned, didn't have anything going on my life or on in my life. He told Fortune senior writer Jessica Matthews during their conversation. Arbach said he left his house only a couple of times per year. Interesting. Before Neuralink, I thought I would never travel again. He said, I thought I would just stay in my room. Then came an unexpected phone call that would change his life. A friend asked if he would be interested in getting a chip implanted in his brain. Albrecht said he remembered his response that day. I said, got nothing better to do. That's his response. And sorry, guys. Yeah, I make myself small. Y'all need to see me. What's this? Okay, let me keep reading. Oh, wrong. Where was I? Neuralink, co-founder of Elon Musk in 2016, has spent years developing and testing its technology on animals before receiving FDA approval for a human trial in May of 2023. This is going on 2 years ago. He approved this trial to put some chips in your brain. Albrecht surgically procedure took place in January 28, 2024 at the Barrow Neurological Institution in Phoenix, about 2.5 hours from his home in Yemen. The 2-hour surgery involves implanting a coin-sized chip beneath his skull connected to over 1,000 electrons that can read neural activity and translate it into digital command. I wonder if there's a picture of this neural chip. Let me see if I can look up a picture of what this chip really look like, because I'm confused. Is there a picture? Is there? All right. Let me see if there's a picture of this Neuralink. Okay. Let's see if this is the one. Oh. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Wow. You guys not gonna believe this. Let me yeah. This is him. I'm gonna show this at the end, guys. Let me keep going. Let me keep reading for y'all. All right. Albert said he was released from the hospital just 24 hours after surgery with a prescription for pain medication, but insists he never even need to take Tylenol. It doesn't hurt at all. I like to joke and tell people that if I lost my memory and tomorrow you told me I had a chip in my brain, I wouldn't believe you. He said, I can feel it. I don't even know it's there. Ooh. During his conversation with Matthew Aubrey reveals a particular memorial detail. He met Elon Musk on the day of his surgery via FaceTime. Still somewhat under the influence of anesthesia, Aubrey's primary memory from the first encounter was complimenting Musk's bomber jacket. I was like, his bomber jacket was so cool. He recalled Aubrey met Musk again about 6 months later at Tesla Austin Gigafactory, where they had what the 31-year-old implant patient described as a more substantive conversation. He's a cool dude. Abra said nothing their conversation wasn't limited to Neuralink business. He and Musk just had some fun and discussed SpaceX and even a bit of like alien talk. Arba v. Kremlin, after his Q&A with Matthew, the Brainstorm Tech crowd, got to witness firsthand what Arbor can accomplish with his neural implant during a live demonstration. He played chess against internationally recognized chess masters Anna Carling, controlling the computer sensories entirely through thought. The game streamed live on chess.com, showing Arbor moving pieces and executing complex strategies using only his mind. I'm just thinking about where I want the cursor to go. Arbor explains to the audience, it is pretty simple, not very difficult. I think people are going to be surprised at how intuitive the cursor control is. Arbor has said the technology has completely transformed his outlook for the better. He said he has returned to school to pursue a degree in neuroscience, starting his own business, and began traveling extensively, including trips to Paris and multiple U.S. cities. He now describes himself as so busy all the time, as stark contrast to his pre-Neuralink life. As Arbor continues his role as an official ambassador for brain-computer interface technology, my whole reason for doing it was just to help people from the beginning. He told Matthew, I knew that if it works, it is, then whatever the case may be, I would be helping someone and Neuralink would have learned something. And there's an image, a video of him right now, which I'm not going to play. But there's some I will play for y'all. And let me see if I can find the image. Where is it? Let me play this one instead. And let me see if I can stop this screen share. Because this screen share here is showing something pretty interesting. All right, let me show this one instead. All right. This one's more intriguing. If you want to know the picture, this is him. Neural signal to light chain impact. Explore the clinical trials. This is him. Okay, I'll see. Very intriguing. As he uses mind to control the character. That's neural interface. This is some what we call cyberpunk 2077 type of technology. Don't y'all agree? Yeah. All right. And
A few breaks for
let me see. Let me see if anything else here. I'm trying to find. I think this might be the chip. Oh, that's what it looks like. Hold on, let me see if I get a good size look. Yeah, I think that is the chip. And this is like the app. Yep, this is the chip. Yep, this is the chip. All right, so I'm gonna show the picture. It's gonna be weird to see because I can't zoom in. But screw it. Let me do this. Let me do this. Yeah, might not. This is the link. See how small the thing is? And it says, I think it's somewhere either the back of the head. Maybe. I think it's in the back of the head. But it's giving off the what they call it, the matrix type, where they put the device in back of your neck or back of your head. That's how small that chip is. So for those that never seen it, they see it now. So All right, that's good. That's good enough. I just want to show the picture, what it looks like from what the internet said it looks like, but you get the point, guys. Like I said, there's some videos of this dude, so we're not gonna look at that. All right, and close these windows out. What else am I missing on here? All right, so now what I'm about to do, play one more video. And this video is going to show the phone that's being worked right now. That's going to probably, really compete with the iPhone that just came out now. The iPhone, 16 or 17? I can't keep what iPhone that is. There's a new iPhone. This right here might be a game changer, guys. Watch close, pay attention. Let's go. Fair use.
I guess on their phones, or watching a movie, or doing work, or whatever you want to do.
If someone were to say that a cell phone is about to be built with the same metal alloy used in SpaceX rockets, the first reaction would be science fiction. But that's exactly the path the Tesla Pi phone has chosen to follow. No recycled frames or standard casings. We're talking about a body made of an aluminum titanium alloy designed to withstand the heat and pressure of space launches. This not only ensures far above average structural strength, but also adds a bold, futuristic visual touch, making any other model look like a generic phone. And it doesn't stop there. The device's back panel is covered in smart solar glass that absorbs ambient light to recharge the battery, acting as a sort of natural backup when there's no power outlet nearby. Imagine being on a remote road with no charger nearby and still seeing your phone breathing only in the daylight. This eliminates one of the biggest anxieties of those living with 1% battery and no cable in sight. The iPhone 17 Pro Max, at this point, remains dependent on the good old charger. No sunlight to help. In the hand, the Pi phone is surprisingly light. At 195 grams, it feels more balanced than the iPhone, which weighs 233 g. The difference may seem small on paper, but in your pocket, in daily use, and even in ergonomics, those 38 grams translate into greater comfort. It's like trading a brick for something softer, more anatomical. This weight reduction, combined with the robustness of the material, creates an interesting paradox. A phone as light as a feather, yet as strong as steel. Another curious detail is that the Tesla Pi's finish doesn't follow the traditional mirrored or matte shine of its competitors. It opts for a slightly grainy texture, reminiscent of the coatings on space capsules. This choice is not only aesthetic, but also functional. It prevents fingerprints, improves grip, and reinforces the product's identity as something that doesn't want to look like a regular smartphone. It wants to look like something from another planet. Speaking of identity, the device's shape itself deviates from the standard smooth rectangle. The edges are angled, as if inspired by a rocket fuselage. Small details on the sides, almost imperceptible at first glance, reflect Tesla's obsession with aerodynamics, although in this case symbolic. The result is a look that seems to have come straight from a SpaceX innovation lab, not a conventional assembly line. Another innovation is the way the Tesla Pi dissipates heat. Instead of relying on a limited passive system like most current smartphones, it incorporates a thermal microlayer inspired by re-entry shields. This means that even under intense use, such as heavy gaming or real-time synchronization with the car, the temperature remains stable without compromising performance.
If you guys recall, most of all your smartphones, from the Apple products to the Androids, if you're driving and you put your phone down, let's say onto the what do you call it, the cup holder or on the dash, you will know you experience the phone while using it starts to pick up heat to the point that it gets so hot that it has to shut down the app so it preserves the RAM inside the phone. Not Tesla phone, they eliminate all that problem with the heating issue. This is a serious game changer. I tell you, these smartphones that's in the market can't afford for Tesla phone to come out in the market. I'm gonna keep an eye out on this phone, particularly. I'm going to keep an eye out, especially on this phone. Let's keep watching. Let's watch this.
This type of technology is rarely seen in mobile devices and signals a new era in smartphone engineering. The most interesting thing is that this robust design doesn't compromise sophistication. The Tesla Pi manages to be both aggressive and elegant, with clean lines that appeal to both tech enthusiasts and the most demanding user. It's a blend of space brutalism and functional minimalism. Tesla seems to want to communicate, through its design, that this isn't just a phone, but an extension of the futuristic ecosystem the company is creating with cars, rockets, and now personal devices. If the Tesla Pi's appearance is eye-catching, its display is what really makes eyes shine. The Pi opens the door to more open integrations, customizations, and unexpected uses. It's designed for those who want freedom. Freedom of connection, freedom of payment, freedom of integration with their devices, and even freedom of geographic location. The proposal is clear: to put power and control in the hands of the user. Another point that draws attention is the absence of physical SIM card. The network connection is entirely software-based, automatically activated as soon as the device is turned on. This reduces failures, simplifies the design, and makes the device more secure against hacking or cloning, even in environments with multiple simultaneous connections. Combining this with Starlink creates a seamless experience. You can start a call at home, continue it in the car.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You be the judge. I mean, literally, you be the judge. And really, truly, covering this opens the doors for many possibilities for people that don't know. That this is the wave of the future. And regardless of people's views of Elon Musk trying to save his own people from South Africa while he was still working with Donald Trump. I mean, he still is. I understand now, but this guy is actually innovator. He is the how can you say it? He is the Tony Starks of today's world. But only time will tell. We will know by the following year when these things really roll out, how it's really going to start change the dynamics of the markets and other corporations once Tesla release these type of products, from the smart houses, affordable housing that goes as low as $7,000 to the potential phone that could be roughly I think $700. Either or, you be judged if you think this man is the actual factor to saving America. Allegedly. You be a judge. I'd like to thank everybody for watching or listening to today's stream. You're going to leave your thoughts in the comment section below of your views and opinions of Elon Musk and what he's doing right now. Can he really save America? Is he the one factor to really make a real drastic change in the West? I'll be looking forward to reading your thoughts in the comment section below for this one, guys. Thank you for watching today's stream. And like always, till next time, take care.